Do you want to make some new friends, but it is very difficult for you? How can you actually make some new friends? That's what we're talking about in today's video. Hello everyone, my name is Autumn Asphodel and I am a coach dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself, to be your true self that's deep within. Today we're talking about making new friends. How can you reach out, branch out, and meet some new friends, make some new friends? So I'm sure you will enjoy it. Friends are here to help us learn and grow. However, sometimes our closest friends leave our life and are no longer around. There may be a time we don't have anyone in our life and needs to branch out, but are too scared to. So what are some ways of actually making new friends? As someone who has had difficulty making friends their whole life, I can say from my own personal experience that making friends isn't necessarily hard, but keeping them and getting closer to them is challenging. I am reserved and prefer to be alone much of the time, so time with friends tends to be sparse. However, it's the quality of the friendship, not the quantity. If you are too scared to meet people, one of the first places to begin is to branch out despite how difficult it is. How else will you learn and grow unless you take that necessary risk? When something is difficult, that means that significant growth can be had. Even if it's just a little thing, such as joining an online social group, going to an event, or whatever else you consider challenging when it comes to meeting new people. The scariest part is just the initial thought of what may happen. Making new friends is not really an easy thing to do. It really isn't. For a lot of people, they are very reserved. They only want to be with themselves. And you may be willing to reach out to other people and branch out and actually try to become friends with people, but they may have their own reservations. They may be wanting to put you aside and may not necessarily want to be your friend because of them. They want to be alone. They don't necessarily want any more friends in their life. One of the things to realize that it doesn't necessarily mean that that's a problem with you. It could be them because they don't want to have any more friendships in their life. But if you're having a hard time actually making new friends and meeting people, one of the best things to do, despite how difficult it is, you have to branch out. If you want to meet new people, you can't expect them to come to you. You can't expect people to come to you if you want to meet new people. You have to be the one to take that initiative. If you want to go to a public meeting space, you can't expect that place to come to you. You can't expect the people who are going to be your friends to come to you. You got to go out there and do it, despite how difficult it is. You have to put yourself first. You got to go out and do that. You got to take the initiative to do that, despite how difficult it is. The moment you realize that when there's a difficulty in a certain aspect of your life, there's something that is difficult for you, when you actually go to take that initiative to actually do it, then you realize that that is a place for you to grow. So if it's hard for you to do it, push right through it, make it happen, and you will realize just how much growth and potential there is for you. Being nice, happy, and thoughtful is a key to meeting like-minded people. Don't treat people in a way that you wouldn't want to be treated. Instead, put a smile on your face and be kind. People like seeing you smile, so make it visible to show how nice of a person you are. However, learn to not be too nice. If you are a genuinely nice person, being too nice can cause people to take advantage of you. Learn from past friendships to not make the same mistakes you have in present ones. Your past relationships are all here to help you learn and grow. If you refuse to see what could be learned from the experience and continue to stay in your same old ways, what makes you think that the next person will be any closer or different from the previous one? Any old relationship will help you become a better person, so learn from it. And lastly, be your own best friend. When there is no one around, learn to make the best of what you have in your life now. When you are alone, occupy yourself with positive things. Boredom often leads to negative coping mechanisms and will distract you from your life's goals. So stay busy and go towards the ideal path in your life. Making new friends doesn't have to be hard. In fact, it's often not, but keeping them in your life is a challenge. With enough communication on both ends and pushing past that initial uncomfortable boundary when becoming friends with someone you've never met, you can and will have successful friendships and relationships. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day. I myself have a lot of problems making new friends. Not necessarily making new friends. Let's say rather keeping the friends or maintaining a relationship with people, because it is quite difficult. I am a very nice person. I am always one to reach out, but as you know, as I mentioned, a lot of times people may not necessarily either want to be friends with me for whatever reason, or that they just have a hard time. Maybe their schedule is too busy. Maybe there's some other reason that they are unable to actually do something together. I'm someone who, when I meet someone new and I'm ready to have a friendship with them, I will communicate with them, I will talk with them, and I will try to make plans with them to go somewhere, to do something, do some sort of activity. But when it's not reciprocated, then I kind of begin to back off a little bit. Maybe that's what you need to do as well. If you realize that maybe you're too clingy, maybe you're too persistent on trying to make something happen, trying to force something to happen, when the other person you realize doesn't necessarily want that, maybe you need to take a step back. Whatever the case is, realize that meeting new people, making new friends, keeping friends that are brand new is not necessarily a super difficult thing, but for some people it can be very, very challenging, especially when it's not mutual. So I'm curious to know what you found helpful about this video, and how it helped you, and how it helped someone close to you even, and how you may change your own life, how to meet new people. I'm curious to know. So be sure to check out my website, autumnasphodel.com, for all my latest videos and articles, all on my website, as well as asphodel.shop for all my amazing merchandise. You all take care, have a great one, and I will catch you all again very soon. Bye-bye.